Okay, a 2-2 draw today. There must have been points during the game where you might have felt that Northern Fury were going to do the double. Were you happy with a point in the end?
Yeah, points are better than a loss. You know, it's you never know what that might give you at the end of the season. So, you know, we did come back from 2-1. So, at the end of the day, you take that point and we look at next week now straight away. So,
how did you rate the performance by your team overall?
Well, I mean, I was a little bit disappointed. I'm getting a bit fed up with us having to chase games. I mean, admittedly we're good at it and it shows we've got a lot of character and we've got fighting spirit. But I'd rather, from a coach's point of view, I'd rather have a day where we're in control of the game from the start. Chasing games, we seem to be doing it quite often, more often than would be preferable.
Did you feel that you had control of the game in the first half before they got that very late equaliser?
Yeah, I thought we actually played quite well first half. I thought we were the better team first half, and we probably could have got a couple of goals. And then they gave us a sucker punch there right before half time, which is what we did to Olympic last week. So it's a bit of a shame, but that's football, and you've got to come out second half. And I thought it was disappointing second half. We seemed to lack any sort of cohesion, or any sort of real drive to take the game to them. To be fair to Fury, they took it to us really, I felt, but we managed to get one in the end, and we actually almost could have pinched it. So we were good.
All right, look, obviously you were chasing the game in the second half. You weren't playing particularly well, but you've had a long unbeaten run now. So are the habits you formed during that kind of long unbeaten run, are they important in a situation like that?
Yeah, I think, like I said, the guys have got a little bit of confidence, and that comes from winning games. And we did form a bit of a strength and a bit of a quality about us, where we were hard to break down and hard to beat. But I mean, obviously we made a few changes today due to injuries and suspensions and that sort of thing. So you can't expect, when you bring in a few guys that it's going to be exactly the same. But I thought they worked hard today. I thought young Caleb, he did a great job at the back today, his first game, and we have a pretty young back line right across the back today. So to be honest with you, I can confidently say they held their own.
Yeah, it was probably more in terms of going forward and playing fluid football where you struggled. Would that be right?
Yeah, I thought Jason McGussy was excellent today. I thought his work rate and his movement off the ball, and he was causing the problems all the time. But I would like to have been able to hold it up a bit better in the front area and maybe penetrate a little bit more than we did. But we scored 2. I always believe if you score 2, that should be good enough to win a game. But I think we're pushing to 3 now. I think when we score 3, we might win the game.
Got a comment on that goal from Matt Thurtell. You've got a pretty special player there who is capable of bringing out something special when it's needed. Would you agree?
Yeah, it was a good finish. He looked determined when he got on the turn there, and he got across in front of the boy and put it away. For me, the lead up was
Jason again.
The ball sort of popped out the top of the box, and because of Jason's awareness and aggression, he won the ball there, and that led to the goal. So those two have been quite good.
So next week you've got Brisbane City, who are in a good run of form themselves now. With a few injuries in the squad, are you still confident that you can handle City?
We have a good squad. I mean, if there's good players missing, there's good players to come in. I mean, if I was to say, we missed this guy, we missed that guy, I don't think that would be showing enough respect to the guys coming in. So, no excuses. Obviously, it can alter things, or you might take a little while to adjust if you've got new players coming in or whatever. But I mean, we expect to be competitive and be good with whatever squad we send out. And just on that, I mean, we're not at this stage sure of the progress of some of the injured players, or like one or two might be able to come back, or we've got guys that have been long term like John T and Josh McVeigh that are. Josh McVeigh's been training pretty well. His training's increasing every week. David Selling is touch and go. We don't quite know until we get him out on the training paddock, which we're hoping is early next week. Dan Partridge should be back available from suspension again. So
and you brought a new boy in this week too, Cameron Draper, I believe. What do you think he's going to add to the squad?
Well, I think he'll add. I mean, he's got plenty of experience. He's got a great will and determination to win about him. And on top of that, he's a good player. I would expect him to add quite a few things to the squad, both on the training ground and on the field on match day as well. Do you agree?
Yeah, he's a good player, and he's, like Kenny said, he's got a real will and determination to win, and he can play football as well, so he'll fit right in. And with injuries and things we've got, and we've lost a couple of guys to other things as well, so we needed to replenish the squad, and so he came along just at the right time.